morning, Cameron Peak fire followers. I got your morning update on the Cameron Peak fire. We had a really good day yesterday. We got a challenging day ahead of us, so let's get into it. Last night, if you caught our Facebook Live town hall meeting, we talked about how we successfully burned out off the Long Draw Road, north of Long Draw Reservoir, about 900 to 1,000 acres of predominantly lodgepole pine. We had favorable winds, the entire burnout aerial ignition. Spotting potential was very low. Most of the spots went into an area that was already burned, and we had favorable winds, so the lines held, containment was good. Night operations reported no issues in this area last night. The second aerial ignition, the first one yesterday, we did the smaller one for about 200, 300 acres. It's closing up nicely. We had engines on it all night and all evening. Doing point protection on structures. There's still some area that's going to burn out in there, but doing a lot better than we were. We're being more proactive and not dealing with that fire in our terms as opposed to having that fire deal with us on its terms. So that's a good thing for firefighters. So today we got a red flag warning. The red flag warning is for high winds, low RHs, and a high Haynes index. What's a high Haynes index mean? When you have an unstable atmosphere, that hot air rises real fast. When we get hot air rising real fast, it brings up all of our embers and spots and pushes them way up high, so we have a higher spotting potential. So today, with winds and a higher spotting potential, we expect to see some more smoke off this fire today. But with the resources we have and the plan in place, we believe that we have a good chance of keeping this fire inside the containment lines. But you're going to see some smoke. Where are you going to see smoke? We still got a pretty big green islands up here. You know, that's 1,000 to 2,000 acres of unburned fuels, kind of in that north of Highway 14 area. That's going to put up smoke. The Sleeping Elephant Mountain area is going to put up smoke. We had some unburned islands here off the Crown Point Road, which are going to put up smoke. And finally, Tango Uniform. Tango Uniform has some activity above Comanche. Hasn't moved a whole lot, but it's steady smoke. So we'll get some smoke production increase in there today. Kind of west of Beaver Creek, Browns Lake area, all the way back towards Grass Lake, there's heat. This is going to smoke today. This potentially could move a little bit today as well. Based upon the red flag warning, we could have some definite growth in this area. What are we going to do about that? We have point protection strategy in place for the CSU Pingree Park campus, as well as the Pingree subdivision. So we have a good primary plan in place. We're almost complete with some alternative control lines. So we have some dozer line, we got some hand line, we're working with the road system, and then we're starting to work on a contingency line further out to the east. So we have a 3-tiered plan to point protect this valley at risk. This is important to the Colorado State University, and it's important to us as well. So we're gonna do what we can there for sure. But there's gonna be some activity in here today with these west winds and this red flag conditions. Today down in Division Alpha, they're gonna mop up and secure their burnout. They have fire on the road, so they gotta snag, cut down trees, clear the road, and start working with engines and crews to mop up this road and get as much cold black interior as possible. Whiskey Zulu is going to have good eyes on Chapin today. There was some activity there yesterday. Not much movement, but we'll have eyes on it. We have trigger points or predetermined geographic locations. If the fire reaches there, we do certain actions. So that has been gamed out, working with our partners at the park as well. Okay, the other resources in Whiskey Zulu are going to work on further contingency line preparation as well. Structure South is going to mop up and secure and point protect in the Sleeping Elephant Mountain area. Foxtrot, Lima, and Romeo are going to continue to focus on one of the priorities in the fire. So we're mopping up, we're securing, we're bringing water, hose, crews, heavy equipment, and further cool down this line. Looking at our infrared map from last night, it's working. We're getting less heat up here, which is a step in the right direction. Division Delta is going to continue with their control line operations to put this to bed, as we call it. So we're removing the heat from the line, making it cold black, and start hopefully putting some black containment line on this map. Structure north in Romeo, we go further mop up this area in the Mount Plover area, in the 68 Charlie area. We want to get this cold so we can turn that black. But the big theme of today is all divisions. The plan of attack is to hold what we have, secure, use aviation assets on the north end, off of Sleeping Elephant Mountain, and potentially in Tango Uniform on the south end, where needed, and get through this red flag warning day to more favorable fire weather conditions tomorrow and this weekend. If y'all are looking at the forecast this weekend, we have some very favorable conditions coming in for a short time. So we gotta hold on to what we have today, mop up and secure. So if you have any questions, the good folks in the public information shop are ready to assist. Please feel free to email us on Facebook or at the email address. We appreciate your interest. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.